Welcome in, welcome in. So just settling in, letting the live stream just to kick in. It takes a little minute, just so. Welcome in. Grab yourself a cuppa. Will not be long. This is shorter, possibly shorter video today. They've each been about 10 or 15 minutes, so hopefully I haven't kept you too long each day. Let me know in the comments if you have been able to catch up on days 1, 2 and 3 so far. When we were talking about what intuitive life design was, I was sharing a bit about my story, and yesterday we were talking about challenges and how you can set yourself up to navigate those as they come in, because they do. It doesn't matter how zen you are. Sometimes things come in to try and to shift that. So how can we take that further? How can we actually, set ourselves up for success? Because quite often whenever we start to make changes in our life, things do come in which shake our foundations and cause us problems. So as I mentioned yesterday, I'm going to talk today a little bit about how you can set up daily habits so that you have things to lean on, a bank of resources to pick from that you can pick and choose each day. And it's not about doing the same thing every single day, because that will get really, really boring really, really quickly. You need to have a variety of resources that are your go-to things, that are the habits that you get into. Okay, now some of these things you will want to do every day. Things like, obviously we do things every day. We have non-negotiables in our life. Every day we brush our teeth, every day we get washed, every day we eat at some point. These are all non-negotiable things that we do in our life to keep us healthy and to keep us clean and to keep us, our teeth fresh. And there are different things we do every single day. So what else can we do every single day that becomes a habit, that becomes something that just fits into our day, that's a non-negotiable? And it's really important, because this is what makes the difference between success and perceived failure. Okay, when athletes are successful athletes, gold medal winning of any level athletes, are asked how they got to where they are. Apart from the consistent training, it's the small daily habits, it's the visualization and the expectation of success. They see themselves as successful. They visualize themselves winning their race or winning their event and receiving their medal. They expect that, and they identify as that type of a person, and that's really important. Daily visualization is a really powerful tool. And in intuitive life design, there are resources there where you can, access daily visualizations. You can access different guided meditations. There'll be different bits and pieces in there that you can, and these will build over time, that you can use in order to create the life that you want to lead. Breathing's another powerful tool, and we do that every single day without even thinking about it, until right now when I've mentioned it, and all of a sudden you're conscious of it. But sometimes we breathe all up here and it all becomes very tight and shallow, particularly when we're stressed. So the art of recognizing how you're breathing, being self-aware, leaning into your body and being able to breathe slowly and with mindfulness is another really powerful tool, and it instantly relaxes your body. When you take a lovely slow deep breath in and out, it flips your body from stress mode into rest mode, and that is what we want. We want to be able to reframe the stress. We want to switch it off. We don't want those cortisol sort of stress hormones flooding around our system all the time, because that's not good for us. Taking 10 minutes to write down your intentions for the day ahead, taking 5 minutes in the morning. What do you want to achieve today? What do you want to get out of today? What type of person do you want to be today? How are you going to show up for yourself today? That's a very powerful daily habit that you can get into. And in the program there are various trackers and habit prompts and different things that I'm going to put in there. I have some bits and pieces in there already. I'm going to show you the platform tomorrow when it goes live. I'm still working on it in the background at the moment, so I don't want to show you just yet. But you know, there are different things you can do. You can break other habits that you don't like. So do you lose hours of your day sitting with your mobile phone going scroll, scroll, scroll? How many minutes of your day, many hours of your day do you lose scrolling? What about if you say, I'm going to set that down, I'm not going to do that anymore? You need to have something to replace it with, because otherwise you'll fall back into it again. So what about you say, okay, well, instead of scrolling for 10 minutes before bed and getting all that screen time, what about I actually read a book before bed? What about I have a mountain of books that I want to read? Why don't I, instead of scrolling on my phone, set that down and read a chapter of my book before bed? Or why don't I write my gratitude journal and think about all the things I'm grateful for? Let me know in the comments if you keep a gratitude journal. It's a very powerful thing because it helps to, again, reframe, helps to let you see what is good in your life, and then you start to see more of it. These are all little small things that you can do to create positive change, and you can see that none of them are really big. You know, a visualization, breathing, choosing to read your book instead of scrolling on your phone, choosing to drink more water, choosing to set an intention for the day ahead, choosing to write down your goals. Statistics show that if you write down your goals, you're more likely to actually achieve them. So in part 3 of the workbook, and if you haven't already downloaded your workbook, why not? It's a simple action. Just go to rocksandrituals.co.uk/coaching, and halfway down the page you'll see the free workbook, and you can just click on the link, fill in your details and get the book. And you can keep that, you can fill it in to your heart's content, you can fill it in repeatedly. It's a tool for you to use. But in part 3 of that book, you can work on bringing more of these habits and these things into your life, and it helps you to start to notice what you really love and what you don't love. What inspires you, what doesn't. Okay? And it helps you start to become really self-aware, because self-awareness is the foundation of all this change. Okay? And some people struggle with that. They're like, I don't know what I like. I don't know what I love to do. Well, then let me ask you, what do you not like? What's not working? And then turn it around and reframe it and bring in then what you do want. But because self-awareness is such a big thing, for the first 28 days of the program, I encourage you to do the mindfulness challenge that's in there, where you bring a mindfulness activity into your day every day. And it's really something simple, like, I want you to mindfully drink your tea or your coffee or your water. I want you to mindfully brush your teeth. I want you to mindfully have a shower. I want you to look up and notice 5 things you didn't normally see in your day. And each day you get a new prompt and a new challenge. And it's good fun, if nothing else, just to challenge yourself. So that's one of the first things we do in the Intuitive Life program, is challenge you to do that 28-day mindfulness self-awareness technique. But transformational change, it doesn't happen overnight, so this is why you need these small daily actions. Think about it this way: if a plane was on course, it was flying, and then it slightly navigated off course. So instead of going this way, it started to veer by just maybe half a degree the wrong way. Over time, it's getting further and further and further away from its actual destination. So we can apply that concept to changing our life. If our life is going this way, but we want to be over here, all we need to do is make a small trajectory change each day, and gradually we will be over here and we will be where we want to be, because a little change today leads to a different destination tomorrow, and a different destination tomorrow, and a little change leads to another one the next day, and it's like a compound change. It's very, very powerful. So in the program you'll get lots of different ideas of how you can bring those small daily action steps in, because it's those small things that set you up for success. those things that when you start to work, there's mindset tools where you can start to work on your mindset. There are worksheets to pummel through those limiting beliefs, and you're not doing this all by yourself. I'll be in the group every single week with ideas to inspire you, to answer your questions, to help you, and once a month we'll meet live and have a chat face to face in a group session online, so you can jump in and ask questions and get one-to-one attention. So you're not doing this by yourself, even though all the stuff's there. So if you're really shy and you don't want to get involved, you want to do it all by yourself, you can, but the power is in the group, and it's in leaning on me as your coach for your support. Okay. You know, and you can dip in and out of it as you want. The program is created over a year because life changes and things happen. But what I want to really say to you is, as you start to make these little changes, you start to set yourself up for success, you start to change, your light starts to shine, and you can't do that without affecting other people. And as a result, then things around you start to change, your light starts to shine, your energy vibration ripples out around you. And people notice the change, people notice your light. They see the empowerment within you, and they feel permitted then to be empowered themselves. And some people won't like it. Some people will move away and feel threatened by it, but other people will be really grateful that you've done that, because it gives them permission to do the same. And as you shine your light, then more people feel that they can shine theirs, because remember, we are all connected. We're all intrinsically connected. So whatever you do to yourself, you do to others. So as you heal yourself, you're healing others. And the more of us that do that, then the bigger the light will shine, and the better things will be for us all. You know, and I'm not here to tell you what to do, because you know your life better. You know your life better than anybody else, and you know what makes you tick better than anybody else, and you know what works for you and what doesn't work for you. And if I was here to tell you exactly what to do, that would be very disempowering. What I am here to do is to offer the benefit of 10 years experience in this field, and to offer you tools, techniques, things to think about, things to consider, things to try. And then you can navigate through the stuff, you can pull out the little bits that work for you, and you can create your program your way. And you can use me as a sounding board. You can ask questions, and I will be there for you every week in the program going, how can I help you this week? What's going on? And if you don't need me, that's fine. You don't have to show up every week, okay? This is not an extra thing for you to do, okay? Remember as well, I said earlier in the week, I love to gather knowledge, so I'm constantly reading and constantly adding to my skill set. And as I learn new things, I'll put them into the group. I will be putting them into the resources. I'll be talking about them in the weekly coaching sessions, you know. And if you miss those coaching sessions, don't sweat it. They'll be in the membership platform area, and you can just log in and you can watch a replay whenever you want. So if you are awake at 3 in the morning and have nothing better to do, you can watch one of the coaching things and get inspired, or you can listen to a guided meditation and get back over to sleep. Lots of different things in the program. So in a nutshell, it's a program of group coaching and empowerment, brand new service, and you guys get to be the foundational members. You guys get to be those who start this program and who work with me from the bottom up, so that we build it together. So your input will be greatly appreciated, and as such, you know, the price is greatly reduced, so that because you're building it with me. So the first few people who join the group will get it at a real steal. So it's definitely worth getting on board early and helping shape it the way you want it. And as I say, there's going to be a Facebook community. If you're watching this on Facebook, then you're already on this platform, so great. If you're not on Facebook and you're thinking, oh, it's all happening on Facebook, I'll not get it, remember what I said. Once a month there is a Zoom call, which is not on Facebook, so you can jump in on that, and everything else will be added back into the members platform, which sits separately. It's not on Facebook, so don't worry about that. So you can dip in and out. Okay, ideally I would say to you to sign up for the year and take the year-long payment, which is cheaper than paying it by month to month. But if you want to pay month to month, you can certainly do that. Obviously you get access for as long as you're a paying member, and any questions on that, I'm going to answer all these questions tomorrow, but I thought I would mention a few of them today. Do let me know in the comments if there's anything that does speak to you. I'm going to give you a very quick, if I can, let me see if this will let me share my screen. Will it let me? Let me see. Potentially not just now, it's not going to let me, but that's okay. Interactivity. Let me know if you want to ask any questions, put them in the comments. Let me know what you do every day that moves you towards the life that you like to lead. You know, what is it that actually helps you to be more intuitive? You know, what are the things that serve you well? For me, if I don't spend my time in the morning, if I don't do the things I say I'm going to do first thing in the morning, then they don't get done. So I know myself well enough to say that if I don't do my meditation practice and my journaling practice first thing in the morning before work gets in the way, it simply doesn't happen. I know not to do my meditation at bedtime because I'll simply fall asleep. But what I do in the evening is I will read before bed instead of lifting my book, or instead of lifting my phone. So instead of grabbing the phone and scrolling through my phone, I will lift a book instead. I try not to have screen time at night because that helps me sleep better if I read. So in the morning then I'll get up, I'll get, go through my morning routine, I'll have my smoothie, I'll do my meditation, I'll do my journaling work and get my head into the game and set my intentions for the day. And then at night I am bookmarking and bookending my day with a book, and by focusing on what I've got to be grateful for that day and keeping a track of my gratitude. So those are habits that I've started to build into my day. Now there's always more to come. As I said, I'm working on my physical health this year, so I have some physical health challenges and new techniques that I'm learning with my coach, because even the coach needs a coach. And she's helping me to find different ways of building in more exercise and more strength training and different bits and pieces into my routine. So again, it's always about learning, it's always about growing, and it's always about just showing up and remembering the Reiki principles. Even if you're not Reiki attuned, that it's just for today. Just for today. I'll not be angry. Just for today, I'll not worry. Just for today, I'll be grateful. Just for today, I'll be honest. And just for today, I'll be kind. And if you can remember those 5 things and bring that into your day, you will see a massive change. So let me know what small steps you take every day towards your health and wellness and what keeps you going. And also let me know if there's anything that's really difficult for you that you're not sure how you would get over. And we can have a chat about that in the coaching program if you decide to join. Ask me any questions and I'll be back again tomorrow at 1 to show you the platform and to let you see how it all hangs together and to answer any questions that have come up. So see you tomorrow.